Slade Bolden is from West Monroe, Louisiana, which is in northern Louisiana. Although Bolden would go on to become an NFL draft prospect, his first love was actually baseball. Coming out of high school, he was actually a highly rated baseball recruit. Bolden attended West Monroe High School, where he would go on to play quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and cornerback. His senior year would probably be his best year in high school, with Slade rushing for 1,460 yards and 20 touchdowns, and also throwing for 1,622 yards and 20 touchdowns through the air. He helped lead West Monroe to the Class 5A semifinals, but they were unable to return to the state title game, losing to eventual champions Zachary 29-27. Bolden finished the year being named Gatorade Louisiana Football Player of the Year, with Slade telling News Star, "Every year I tried to improve on one thing or the other. Especially last year, I tried to improve on throwing and being a better quarterback." During his career, the Rebels went 47-7-1 and advanced to the state title game his junior year. He also broke the school record, accumulating over 115 total touchdowns throughout his career. What was even more impressive is what Bolden was able to do in the classroom, graduating with a 4.0 GPA and as one of his class's valedictorians. Coming out of high school according to 24/7 Sports Composite, Slade Bolden was a 3-star recruit who was the 14th best all-purpose back, 18th best player in Louisiana, and 495th best player in the class of 2018. Received over 24 different Division I offers from the likes of Alabama, LSU, Tennessee, Utah, and Washington. Alabama viewed Bolden as a slot receiver, with Slade telling Bama Online, "The coach DeBowl, a slot receiver is like a whole other position. It's a different mindset. You've got to be able to find holes in the defense and settle in, run quick routes, have great hands, and not be afraid to take a lick." He sees me as some of the guys he's worked with in New England. His final 3 schools were Alabama, LSU, and TCU, with Bolden committing to the Crimson Tide, saying at his ceremony, "Both schools made it really hard for me. I love TCU, but I love Alabama. Every trip I made to Bama was great. Both coaching staffs treated me very well, and I'm thankful for both schools. It took a long time of prayer and talking with my family. I just felt like Alabama was the place for me." Hey you, yeah, you, where do you think Slade Bolden will be drafted? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it because it really helps the video in the algorithm. Slade would enroll early at Alabama and would step up during his first A-Day, playing safety on the defense, although he was an offensive player. Bolden told Tuscaloosa News, "We lost a lot of safeties that year, and I came in as an athlete technically. So the coach was like, we need safeties. As a freshman, I was willing to do whatever the coaches asked." He appeared in his first career game against Louisville, but would redshirt being used as a wide receiver. As a redshirt freshman in 2019, Slade saw time at wide receiver and as a Wildcat quarterback, a position that would become known as Slade Cat. He finished the year playing in 7 games with 2 receptions for 34 yards and 10 rushing yards. He also completed 1 pass for a touchdown in relief of Tua Tagovailoa, who suffered an injury against Tennessee. The scoring drive sparked the offense. After the game, Bolden told the media, "I'm staying patient and humble, so whenever my number is called, I'll make the play." The following year, Slade got his shot when Jalen Waddle went down with a season-ending injury. His quarterback, Mac Jones, was excited to see the wide receiver get a shot, telling TDA, "He's a guy who knows what to do. He knows where to line up. He's played a lot of different positions. He knows a lot of football. I mean, if you go watch his high school highlights, I've always liked watching his highlights. It gets me pretty fired up. He's making plays." Bolden finished the year with 24 receptions for 270 yards and 1 touchdown. Bolden's best year came this past season, with him having 42 receptions for 408 yards and 3 touchdowns. Once again, Bolden needed to step up when another receiver, this time John Mechie, went down with a torn ACL. During the semifinal game against Cincinnati, Bolden had 3 receptions for 31 yards and a touchdown. With teammates like Jamison Williams, John Mechie, Jalen Waddle, and others over the years, Slade always felt he went under the radar and played with a chip on his shoulder. He told On3, "There's a lot of people, when I was getting recruited, said I would never play at Alabama, that I never should have came to Alabama, and then I started playing, and then they're like, oh, he'll never start, and then I started. So yeah, there's always something else, he'll never do this or that, but it's okay because I enjoy it." During Alabama's championship game loss to Georgia, Bolden had 7 receptions for 44 yards. After the season, Bolden announced he was going to enter the NFL draft, saying, "I played my heart out every game and did everything I could to help this team win. With that being said, I will be declaring for the 2022 NFL Draft to chase my dreams that I've worked so hard to achieve. Lastly, I just want to thank the University of Alabama for everything. It's been an unbelievable ride and experience of a lifetime." Slade could be a day 2 or day 3 pick, and is getting a lot of comparisons to Julian Edelman coming out of college. Some believe if he is put in the right situation, he could carve out a great career. There are a lot of people believing he will be teaming up with Mac Jones once again in New England. What do you think? Where will Slade Bolden be drafted? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out my other videos on fellow Alabama players, Will Anderson and John Mechie. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.